Hi, Lindy. Hello, everyone. This is Deborah at Old Mom's Old Stuff, and I've got a haul here for you. This, I wanted to show you first. I think somebody could either make something really cool out of these little pom-poms, or what an eye-catching, I don't know, modern day floral arrangement centerpiece. Dig these colors. And I don't know how, it might be a couple feet high. I paid $9 for these, or might have got it at senior discount day. I don't remember because I've had them for a little while. Mom said, what's that? And I'm like, well, I think it's something somebody might want to buy. I don't know, I might just keep it and make a cool centerpiece for myself. I mean, this is just fun. That's what this is. Yes. Okay, so we have, there we go. Alrighty. So I have so much stuff here that I have to list. I am behind as can be. So we're going to start, most of the stuff is ceramic. And I kind of separated, I'm going to do smaller items, and the next time some bigger items. So, well, let's just get started. This first piece is a little Victorian scene that I paid $6.30 for. I believe, oh criminy, I can't remember if I got this. I think I got this from a thrift store. No, because it has this special label. So it was from an estate sale. The main reason that I got this is because, let's see if you can see that, it's Occupied Japan. It's intact. I did see one other one online and they had, oh my gosh, I can't remember how much, hundreds of dollars for it. Mine won't be priced at that, but it is in very good shape. It's got quite some detail, and most of the time when I find Occupied Japan, they're little tiny little pieces that look, they don't look as elegant as this, I'll put it that way. So this very lovely lady and gentleman playing the piano, darling. And then I got these two other pieces. And, oh, it's just been too long. I can't remember if I got these from estate sale. I think I did. I think I got these from an estate sale. Together, they were about $7. Japan. That's covered up. But the cold paint, for this, you know, that cold paint comes off so easy. But I have, you know, I like to sell shoes. And so I have a lot of glass, not a lot, but several pairs of glass and ceramic shoes that are on my Poshmark, in my Poshmark closet for sale. So I got this, and then this little pony or donkey. The cold paint again, very intact, and he just looks happy and cheerful, spring-like. He's got a spring in his step. Oh gosh. So the next ceramic piece I got, so I got this bench I bought over the weekend. It's a cart on wheels and it's got 3 shelves. I got this so I wouldn't have to be going over this, so I could go just straight and show you this way. But I didn't transfer these over to this shelf, so I could do that next time. Alrighty, so this is the little Royal Copley duck, little pitcher creamer, excellent shape. Oh, the colors, the way they just blend them, just remarkable. It's a pretty common piece. Pretty sturdy though. I mean, it's lasted, I don't know, it's vintage, I know. When it was made in the 50s. So, pretty good. So, it's a little bit older than I am. And it's held up pretty well. Alright, so then I got this. This is a redware. Is it a duck or a swan? It's an elegant bird. I paid $3.75 for her or him. Beautiful. The black and the gold. So elegant. And this, excuse me. Put some of these things over here. Now this little buddy, okay, I paid $3.75 for him. He's Norcrest. This little elephant bank. Look at this. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Oh, how stinking cute. Look at his eyes. Look at his just most cheerful, happy expression. Oh, still has a stopper. Is that fun? I mean, would that some little child just adore this? To me, this is the kind of thing that a child, that mom will keep and save for the child to look at and say, when I was a little tyke, I put my pennies in this. Oh, cute. Just so fun. So this is a little, I got this from an estate sale, and of course I dropped the tags come off of it. I can't remember how much I paid for this one, but I love that vibrant red, and the yellow there in the center with it really draws your attention to that flower. Made in Italy. Do I have it upside down? No. Just a beautiful little mini pitcher. You could use this to put some little short flowers in it. Probably too tall for a toothpick holder. Just to sit and look pretty. Or you really could use it as a creamer. Oh, there's the price inside there. So I paid $3 for this. This next one, this picture, can you see that? Look at the detail on that. So it's a couple of great, this is from Greece, and I believe this is mid-century. I think it was, I'm not sure. There wasn't very many of this. See, it says ceramic kodos. There wasn't a lot that was like this. That was this terracotta with this glazed detail. The deer, I call them the grazing deer, and then all the geometric pattern, those beautiful colors, kind of southwestern colors it reminds me of. But it's from Greece, in perfect condition. It is glazed on the inside if you would want to actually use it. Oops. But that is really something. Now this, I wish I would have looked at it closer. I paid $7 for this art glass paperweight, but look at you can see it's got little flecks of gold. What that is called has just slipped my mind. The beautiful swirls, and I love yellow and orange. It's flat on the bottom. It's not smooth, but I don't know how you can see it looks as if, can you see the seam down the side? I don't know anything about paperweight, so I don't know if that's a normal thing. It seems like that's kind of a chintzy thing. I don't know. It's still pretty. So someone will like that. Okay, so next we'll just, these are from Portugal. I did get these from the thrift store. Ceramic planters. Now, I imagine that it actually came with 3, but this has 2. And Portugal, the way that it's hand painted, I really enjoy looking at the artwork they do on their pottery. The background, the colors are just, it stands out. And each one is a little bit different, of course, because it's hand painted. Even has a hole for a drain. I think because one of the things, it's very obvious that it's hand painted. Made in Portugal. So they're not perfect because they're hand painted. Wouldn't that look pretty in your kitchen window? I think so. In the bathroom, any place really. Okay, now I see all the time the Mexican little pottery pieces, and usually what I see are birds. But this I grabbed because he's a little dog. Look at that, little. I paid $5 for him. But still, oh gosh, I hope I don't take the glaze off. I'm trying to take the tape off. But still, on this pretty small piece, I mean a couple inches long maybe, still look at the detail. Now, it's not signed, but I believe that we can tell by looking at him that he's Mexican folk art of some kind. Well, I think he's a dog. In the front, he looks a little like a something else. So that's cute. Different. A little bit different, I thought. Okay. One of the things about selling vintage things, because I'm the age of vintage, I'm past vintage, but are seeing the things that I would either see on television when I was little, or maybe my aunts decorated it with them, or my mother's aunts decorated their apartments with this. But this one, now it's the baby. What is he called? I can't remember what he's called now, but he's the baby. And I remember the commercial, ho, 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 green giant. And then later, still when I was a little child, the little kid came along. And so he doesn't squeak. I don't know if he was ever meant to squeak. But he's just reminiscent. He's just a cheerful memory for someone. And the green is so bright, and summertime, and I just appreciated the chance that I was able to pick him up. So this I think I paid $5 for her. She is a bottle opener, a mermaid bottle opener. She's heavy. I don't know what kind of metal she is. She could be brass. I think it's some other maybe pot metal or something. I'm not quite sure. But fun is all get out. And again, perfect. Somebody that likes to go to the water a lot on the weekends, going to the lake. You need a mermaid to go with you. You need to open all your bottles with her. And she feels nice in the hand to pry open those bottle lids. So we have her. Okay, now this thing is heavy. I got this from an estate sale. I paid $6 for him. Oh, can you see him? Oh, he's heavy. I don't know how much he weighs. I bet he weighs at least 3 pounds. Clear glass. There was 2 of them. I only got this one because the other one was chipped. And when I went to pay for him, the woman said, "You didn't want his partner?" And I said, "No, he was chipped." And then when I get home, bam, this one's chipped. Can you see it? I didn't even notice it because I was so taken aback by the owl and the clear and the substance to it. So I might take my little Dremel tool like thing and try to smooth it out because it's a little bit sharp there. Somebody could get hurt. So we have that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have some dishes. Let me bring those over here. I got a few things this time that just cracked me up. Okay, we'll start with this. This is how I'm going to pay my tuition, to learn what to get and what not to get. Now this is a beautiful dish. Porcelain, Old Nuremberg, Bavarian, Germany. Okay, see I paid $4.20. Now there's a lot of, it is hand painted. These daisies are hand painted. So each one that I saw on the net looked a little bit different. But this, and see the gold, there's a little bit of the gold paint fading. But it feels so pleasant to hold in your hand. It is so appealing to look at. We'll see how well it sells. It won't sell for very much. But whoever does get it is going to have a pretty dresser dish, trinket dish. I don't think you'd really want to put food on it because this is hand painted on here and it's painted on top of the glaze. You can feel the texture of it. So we have that. Now this is, hold on here. Well, it's from West Germany. And it's, you know what? Wassersbach. And so there was a prince or a king back in the 1800s, 1830s, something like that, that created this ceramic company. And then in the early 2006, I believe, they joined with another company. They haven't made any new designs since about, I think about 2011. 2017, not too long ago. Can you see, this is like almost a cobalt blue with a marbling effect. Okay, so I paid $3. This is a pitcher and a saucer. So I don't know if this happened on the way home or if I just didn't notice it, but it does have a little chip on the handle. I just took some watercolor paint to dab on there so it's not quite as noticeable. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if when we correct a little chip with watercolor, if it comes off when it gets wet. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. But again, it feels, if you have the sets or have very many, they sell for pretty good money compared to paying $3 for the set. So we'll see how this does. This really was probably going to be something that's pretty to look at. Now, you could put a little plant in it. You could, well, put whatever you want in it. Little flowers, short little flowers. You could put, just keep your sugar in it, whatever spice in it that you wanted to. Or you could really use it for a creamer. I thought that was really pretty. It grabbed my eye. People seem to really like that cobalt blue. Now this, it's not hand painted, it's applied paint, but it is a Royal Doulton Fine China Nankin is the name of this, and it's made in England. These little, what kind of bowls are these? Are these called berry bowls? But look at that design. I feel like it's very elegant. I mean, you can eat your strawberries fancy, or your ice cream, or your cereal, whatever you put in there, or your cat could eat their food out of these Royal Doulton bowls. I got 4 of them. Isn't it amazing how when you touch something that has some quality to it, how different it feels? It still just amazes me. I don't remember how much they cost. I do remember I got them at a thrift store. But they're very pretty. Somebody will like them. I keep saying that, somebody will like them. So I almost got as far as going into the computer and looking into the thesaurus so I could find some other words for pretty, cute, nice. Almost. So it's still on my list of things to do, is to find some other adjectives to describe my things. Now this is a vase. Cubism. Look at the color. What year do you think this was made? I looked and looked and looked. One of the things that I really like now is on your camera you can take a picture of something and research it that way. That's helped me several times in my research. That's it. If you know what that is, will you put it in the comments and let me know? I took a picture of it. I took a picture of the whole thing. This is a matte finish. This is a gloss finish. It really is a vase. Excellent condition. Do you think that's in the 60s? That color. Anyway, it seemed, and it's got a substantial weight. It seems like I say is something. I just don't know what. It seems, I just have a feeling like it's worth something. It's not a mass-produced item. We'll see. I might try an auction and put it on auction and see what happens. This other thing, which is the same kind of thing, I thought, oh, this is something. I got this from the thrift store, and I paid $4 for her. And she is a ceramic vessel, container, vase, something. Look at her. And her head is the stopper. Now, is that interesting? Look at her. She's holding some, I'm going to say she's holding some roses. She's got her pearls on. She's all big and buxom. and she is just the living end as far as she's concerned. And look at the detail. Now this is, you know, this has some texture. They took something and engraved, I will say, these lines. And this, so I paid $3.50 for her. Let me take the little tag off. And this is what the bottom is. So it's signed. And again, it feels substantial, but as I was washing her and looking at her over and over, trying to find something that would help me identify her, I saw that she has some kind of hairline crack. I won't be able to find it now. What this could, you know, I was just thinking this could be an elegant medicine bottle with your liquid medicine or whatever medicine that you poured in it, or a secret place to hide your whiskey or something like that. And she just seemed like really fun to me. I think I'm going to try an auction and just see what happens. I'm pretty new to this whole game, so I don't know how much luck I'll have with an auction, but we'll see. So, let me see, look here. All right, these next two things. Okay, so this, I paid $1.50 for this bowl. Gary DePasquale, I think he's French. Well, actually, he lives in New York, and he's been in New York for a long time, and he's a potter. His first exhibition was 1980, and he's known for these kind of abstract shapes, and for a little while in his career, he designed for some retail. So in my research, I learned he didn't do it very long. He didn't like the feeling of the retail, but this is one of the patterns. They call this, I think, putty and cream. So it's a square type dish. It's made in China, but I saw it, and when I picked it up, it still had that magical rose petal feel to it that some pottery has. So I got this, and I just think, now this could be, I think this would be a good planter for inside. It's just the right size for inside, doesn't take up much space, but it says something, but won't take away from the beauty of the plant that you put in it. Now this, I paid $4.50 for. And it is early American pressed glass. I think this was made in the early 1900s, you know, like 1909 to maybe 1920. Perfect condition. It's the clear opalescent top. I only found, in my research, I only found one other one, and it was green. Now, so this kind of leaf-like pattern is called the Tokyo pattern, and several different glass makers had their own version of the Tokyo pattern. I haven't been able to find which glass makers have this. I saw one that gave a name, but I wasn't sure if it was correct or not, so I didn't dare use it. But is that pretty? Rose bowl on a little pedestal. This is elegant, and the little beads of raised glass here are textured. That is, I just wish I could keep all this stuff. This would be something that I would keep. I really personally like the clear, and with this opalescent white up here, it really sets it apart. That design is so elegant and simple, and it's old. Can you believe that glass has been around? This has been around at least 100 years. It's just hard to believe for me. Okay, we're getting close to the end, not too much longer. This is, I got this at an estate sale, and the price that I put on it, I got it wet. So I don't remember for sure. It might have been $5 to $7. But it's that, it's gold. It's the 22 karat gold glaze. And then it's got the little flowers. Kind of, well, I don't know if they're applied or if they're etched on there. I think they're etched on there, I'm not sure. But again, an elegant, and it's one of the things that I got, the little bit of provenance. It's dated on here from Hatcher's, Chillicothe, guaranteed 22 karat gold, USA. And then someone wrote on here, April 1949. I'm going to start putting little notes around the things of mine that I cherish. And I'm going to put like where I got it and why I'm keeping it. And maybe someday that will interest someone. Or at least when it's sold, they'll say, look, Deborah had this and she got it in 1976. Okay, so we have that elegant vase. Alrighty, so I'm just going to show you, I've got 4 more things. We'll just start with this. This is called Tiosa, and it is Tiosa Collection International Silver Company. Can be used in the oven, broiler, or on the burner. Avoid applying cooking oil on the inside to avoid discoloration. After each used, hand wash with mild soap, dry immediately. Because I've learned the hard way, if you don't dry this stuff immediately, it's just about impossible to get the watermarks off of it. I put one, I thought, oh, I'll soak it. It was made of this silver, this is made in India, the silver colored metal. And so I had it sitting on this other dish that I was going to sell, but I'm going to keep it. Because I really dig this pattern, this color. Anyway, very much gives me a mid-century vibe. Or really maybe 70s vibe. Anyway, so the piece that I was going to sell, that I'm keeping now, I let it soak. It was about into the water this high. And up to that is marked, and I cannot get it out. You can tell something. It's just a nice straight line where the water line was. One is one color and one is another color. So I will always remember that. And I did get, if there's some watermarks on here, it's not very much. I just really dig. Maybe it's because, I don't know, you know how some people like shiny things? I personally do. Okay. This thing is so sweet. I just grabbed it. Well, first of all, it's chalkware, and from a distance, I got this from the thrift store. I thought, oh, it's going to be all messed up. I have a few chalkware pieces. Sometime soon I'll show you my most recent one. It's the fish, the 2 big fish, the 2 baby fish. Excellent condition. Bright and vibrant colors, just like this. So it's a little hanger, and there's the back. It looks like maybe at some time, I don't know, you think it had some other hangers on there? Now, it does, of course, have a chip here. You cannot see it, like, you could see it from the top. If you're looking at it this way, you definitely can see it. And it says 1977 Miller Studio ink. Can you see that? I mean, it's an owl. It's these beautiful colors. It's very little damage. I just love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to go down to the last two things. One of the estate sales recently that I went to, the woman, and I might have mentioned this in a previous video, she collected fleur-de-lis. And these two are from her. This is a Brighton. So, I don't know, I've sold Brighton purses, Brighton shoes, and they always have some kind of this silver metal on it. And there's usually, I mean, this is very typical. I thought, I wonder if that's Brighton, before I ever got up to see where the Brighton is marked on the back. Now this works. And this one's really interesting because it comes on when the light goes off. Or if you put your hand in front of it, in front of here, it'll come on. So it's, what is that, motion activated? And of course it's pretty when it's all lighted up. And then the very last thing is these, are these daffodils, Aunt Lindy? Or some people call them jonquils. That's what I think these are. But this has the on and off switch here. And it works. Excellent condition. This is some kind of resin. Isn't that cheerful? I thought they both were cheerful. Okay, so we're done. We've been over 30 minutes as usual. I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit. If you will, if you could make it through this video, you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. This is my preference. And you can leave a comment down below if you want to. And my eBay and my Poshmark and I believe Mercari, I think there's links down below where you can the Poshmark and eBay are, Deb's clothes are large. So don't look for this stuff, because it'll just be a while before I get this stuff posted. But there's a lot of interesting things there, and what I hope to see by these videos is see the kind of choices I made, and how, as I learned, how it kind of evolved into something different, something hopefully better, and something that will help me choose things that people really want in their home. Okay, one more thing. This is one of the things that I thought was so funny. I paid $3 for this. It's a Royal Worcester. Name of it is What a Hoot. But look at this crazy owl. I don't know. Something has scared him. Look at him. He's got the feathers on the handle. They are all over the place. Oh my gosh. And on the inside is the baby. So what I think is they just had a baby. There's mom and dad, and they are sleep deprived, and they are hungry, and they are jittery, and they're all worried about taking the best care that they can of their little baby. All right. I sure do enjoy doing these. So until later.